So someone asked me the other day, why would we enthrone Jesus in our home in this day and age? They were familiar with the idea of enthronement of the Sacred Heart of Jesus. That is a small solemn ceremony that we conduct in our homes with an image of the Sacred Heart, and we place it in a prominent place in our home in accordance with his desire, Jesus' desire when he spoke to St. Margaret Mary and gave him the image of our heart. And that person was like, well, I know that was popular with my grandmother, but I really don't understand why I would need to do that today or why we would do that. And I thought to myself, and I did say out loud, in fact, oh my goodness, we need it more now than ever. And I think it's because I'm thinking about, our family life. Just think about your family life. Think about families in general in America these days and really around the world. But this podcast or this talk is from, I'm an American, so I can tell you that our family life is pretty messy. There's just a lot going on in our families. There's broken families. There's families that are split apart by ideologies, and there's been a lot of dissension in families, just a lot of pressure on families, and trying to stay the course when the culture seems to be careening out of control. And I know that parents are feeling overwhelmed. I know they're also feeling very scared about the future of their children and what's going to happen. And that kind of fear can be paralyzing, and it can also help us not make really good decisions about parenting. So I just can't even imagine trying to raise our children without Jesus, without having him at the head of our house, without proclaiming him as the leader of our home. I think about, Jesus knows a lot about messy families. I mean, he lived in a family, right? And he visited a lot of families. His best friends, he went to their home and their family life. Wasn't always perfect. We know with Martha and Mary. He was in the midst of that. He was with his disciples. And really, the family was everything in the Jewish life in his times. I mean, the family was the unit. It was it was sacred, the family. And it really still is, even though we don't maybe recognize that, or there's so many messages to the contrary. But to God, the family is the primary sacred space. I mean, it is the domestic church. It is the place where he wants to be, right there in the middle with everybody, day to day, helping and being present and having people turn to him instead of the millions of other mini gods out there that are leading us astray. So for Jesus, the family life, he understood, being messy and not always perfect. And he understands it today for our families. And to invite him into that, and to invite him in trusting and knowing that he's going to lead us, that he's going to fulfill his promises to us, that he's going to be present. He's not going to make everything easy. That's not what he's going to do. But when we publicly and daily invite him in and reflect and have his Sacred Heart prominent, his presence prominent in our homes, life is going to get better for us. It's going to be better. The world is going to be better. Families are going to be repaired and strengthened. And so I can't imagine why one wouldn't want to enthrone Jesus in the home. It's a public proclamation. We invite people over. We show them and share with them this commitment that we made. It's a very important thing to share with others to whom our house serves. We serve a Lord who loves us and wants to be in our midst. And this is a beautiful and timely way to bring him home.